But talking about that, the Giants were like 7-1 in one score games, and the Bears were 1-7 or something like that. And like that's the thing, man. Is like you got to win them one score games. You got to
I'm
because
not, I'm not
it's the
gonna lie
it's
to you.
it's the difference between you being 10-7 and 3-14.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't expect them to lose like they did yesterday. Like you would have thought Philly had rust being off a week, and the Giants were riding that, and it probably that's what it was. They rode that high, that victory high, and then they went to Philly and got punched right in the face.
I'll say this: my problem actually wasn't with the offense yesterday. I understand that interception and he threw was, I'll blame that one on him. But
I think
other
they
than
should
that,
have
like,
ran Saquon more.
but I don't think they got that opportunity. The defense never gave them opportunity. If the defense would have held the Eagle, if they would have stopped them on like 3 out of 5 drives or 2 out of 5 drives instead of giving up 4 touchdowns in 5 attempts in the first half, you didn't leave them a chance to run with Saquon. Like they had to throw. Like we were there playing from down 21-28 in the first half the whole time. Like the defense, I was really let down by the Giants defense. And yes, the offense wasn't great, but
But
you never gave the offense a chance when you give up. My goodness, this is getting out of control with these two. I like you never gave your offense a chance, and it was just
they just like the Eagles, they was all over the Giants yesterday.
yeah, it's just bad. It was bad. And I
But
overlooked that. I totally forgot about that Giants defense. They just don't show up in some moments, and it's the Eagles. They're a good team. They take care of the ball. But they also ran for 270 yards and 3 touchdowns yesterday.
that was
It was bad.
but let me ask you this: are the Giants defense, were they that good, or was it just Kirk Cousins being Kirk Cousins?
The Giants? What do you mean?
The defense. You were saying you were disappointed in the defense. I'm saying, was the defense that good, or did they just make Kirk Cousins look like Kirk Cousins last week?
Oh no, Kirk Cousins was great. He was the first. They said he was the first player to ever complete 80% of his passes, throw for like 300
And lose.
yards, and lose a game in
Yeah.
in NFL history. Like
No.
so, they said like up to that point, players who did that were 47-0.
Now
I,
they,
I
now
will
I
say
ain't gonna lie though, Minnesota's defense was horrible. Like they
right.
couldn't.
I will say that their defense was horrible. I think Dalvin Cook has been good but not great all year. He has
Mhm.
not been great. I really was hoping for more from him in the playoffs, but um, you know, at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins also. I will say that was probably the greatest 3 yard pass I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, whew, hit the guy right between the numbers. Man, it was beautiful. Only problem is he needed 8, but it was a beautiful 3 yard pass. I will give him that. But that's the
He,
thing is,
he's
I,
trolling. He's trolling. He's such a troll.
I've always said this about Kirk Cousins. He's one of the best throwers of the football maybe I've ever seen, but definitely right now.
Hmm.
Is he one of the greatest quarterbacks? No. Like
Yeah.
there are guys who can throw that ball, and then there are quarterbacks, and I think Kirk Cousins is a guy who can really throw that ball, and he's a good quarterback, but he's just not a great quarterback. He's not. When you think of great quarterbacks, you. I just talked to a Chargers fan yesterday. Philip Rivers, all that's that guy. It's like, is he top 5? I don't know. I don't know what he is. Like he seems like every year he's right there in the top 5, but he's never, what I mean, he never hits top 3. And Philip Rivers, that guy. And I just get that from Kirk Cousins, man. He has I mean, 4,000 yards several times, 30 plus touchdowns year after year. But is he top 5? I don't know. I mean, well, for me, no. For me, it's no. But I'm
I
just saying,
wouldn't.
like,
I wouldn't consider him top five now. You're getting top five
right.
money.
But he's
Yeah.
always there. He's always got top 5 numbers. And
Yeah.
yet, at the end of the day, it's like he's really good at throwing it.
Well,
But
maybe he just has that Peyton Manning syndrome. Like you're only good until it. I mean, until Peyton finally broke through in that one Super Bowl. But maybe it's that. Maybe he's one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks. And even you can even say it about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Great all regular season, but then when
yeah,
it's win or go home, you going home
yeah.
most times.
So that's the thing is Aaron Rodgers does have the MVPs and he has the Super Bowl. Obviously, that's what sets him apart. But if you look at like most of the other years of Aaron Rodgers, they look just like Kirk Cousins' last 3 to 4 years, where a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, low interceptions, and bounced in the first round. And so, like most Aaron Rodgers years, outside his MVP years, you could look at him and be like, "Yeah, he's Kirk Cousins," and that's not a bad thing because Kirk's been great. But yeah, I agree. It's just making the right moments at the right time, late game. Some guys do it, some guys don't, and I'm a fan of Kirk. I really am a big fan. I wouldn't say it's like Westbrook type decision making late game, but but also, I mean, I still blame some on the we. It's a long story. We got into it last week. I blame a lot on the coaching staff. I
Yeah.
mean that you shouldn't if you're going to design a trick play for your quarterback to catch the ball. He should already be able to cross the line of scrimmage. That way, he can just catch it or the line of scrimmage. He should just be able to catch it and fall to the ground. Your quarterback should not have to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage and then break through a tackler for the first down. That's a stupid play. Of course, that would be like you design a trick play where LeBron is open at half court all the time. And it's like, look at that. He's open. Yeah, he's at half court. What's the point? Of course your quarterback's open behind the line of scrimmage. That's not a trick play. That's a stupid play. I don't
Yeah.
understand what that was. So I blame a lot on coaching.